Some bikes are built to impress, others are built to last forever. In this countdown, we're revealing the 20 most reliable Japanese motorcycles that never quit, machines trusted by riders for decades. From off-road legends to luxury tourers, these bikes deliver timeless performance where it matters most, the real world. Number 20. Honda CRF 250L. If there is one Japanese dual sport that just will not quit, it is the Honda CRF 250L. Known for its simplicity, rugged frame, and go-anywhere attitude, this bike is a favorite among trail riders who value durability over drama. It is powered by a 249 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine that produces approximately 24 horsepower and 17 pound-feet of torque. While those numbers may seem modest, they translate into real-world usability that outlasts most of its competitors. It features long travel suspension with a 43mm inverted front fork and a Pro-Link rear shock. Braking is handled by a single disc on both ends, and the bike tips the scales at around 317 pounds wet. It is light, nimble, and tough as nails. Everything a backwoods adventurer could ask for. With a starting price of $5,399, it is affordable enough to buy new and simple enough to repair with hand tool. It may not outrun freeway traffic, but the next bike on this list practically built the modern supersport class from the ground up. Number 19. Suzuki GSXR 750. Some bikes blur the line between street weapon and track monster. The Suzuki GSX-R 750 stands tall as one of the most iconic middleweight supersports of all time. Introduced decades ago and refined over the years, this machine delivers a perfect balance between power and handling. At its core is a 750 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine, producing around 148 horsepower and 64 pound-feet of torque numbers that let it punch well above its class. The GSX-R 750 features a fully adjustable suspension system with show-a-big piston forks and a rear monoshock, giving it incredible agility in corners. Braking duties are handled by dual front discs and a single rear disc, all clamped by Brembo calipers. Weighing in at approximately 419 pounds wet, it remains remarkably light for its category. The bike is priced at $12,599, making it a top-tier performer without pushing into superbike territory. From the circuit to the street, next up is a vintage icon that redefined motorcycling itself and continues to inspire even today. Number 18. Honda CB 750. Few motorcycles have had an impact on the industry like the Honda CB 750. First launched in the year 1969, this machine did not just challenge expectations, it rewrote them. It comes powered by a 736 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine, delivering approximately 67 horsepower and 44 pound-feet of torque. Those figures might seem tame by modern standards, but at the time, they were revolutionary. The CB 750 features a steel cradle frame with telescopic forks and dual shocks, along with a front disc brake that was groundbreaking when it debuted. It weighs in at around 480 pounds wet, which gives it a solid feel on the highway, but can be a bit unwieldy in tight spaces. What makes this bike special is not just the performance, it is the legacy. Honda built it to last, and decades later, many CB 750s are still on the road, running like the day they were born. With classic styling and timeless engineering, the average price for a well-kept example today ranges between $6,000 and $8,000. History matters, but sometimes it is the retro look that gets a modern upgrade. And our next bike blends the past with performance and style. We track down decades of owner reviews, spec sheets, and real-world data to build this list, so you do not have to. If that sounds like your kind of content, hit that subscribe button. Number 17. Kawasaki Z900 RS Cafe. At its heart is a 948 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine that delivers 98 horsepower and 73 pound-feet of torque. That kind of output gives this retro-styled machine the muscle to back up its vintage-inspired looks. While it's built with a throwback design in mind, it rides like a modern sports standard. The power delivery is smooth and the throttle response is clean. Riders often praise it for its strong mid-range pull, making it a joy to ride operate both in city traffic and on winding back roads. It features dual disc brakes up front and a single disc at the rear, along with inverted front forks and a horizontal backlink rear suspension setup. The weight comes in at 475 pounds, which helps the bike stay nimble but planted. Where it falls short is in its cafe racer ergonomics. Lower clip-on bars and a sporty seat might look sharp, but can get uncomfortable on longer trips. Still, this is a bike that appeals to riders who want character without giving up performance or everyday reliability. Feeling cramped, our next bike stretches its legs across continents. We picked our favorite gear so you don't have to. Check the must-have list in the description right now and grab what every smart rider is already using. Number 16. Suzuki V-Strom 1000. This is a legend among sport touring bikes, especially for riders who need long-distance comfort without compromising reliability. It comes with a 1,037 cubic centimeter V twin engine that produces 99 horsepower and 75 pound-feet of torque. That power is delivered smoothly through a 6-speed gearbox, making the bike perfect for highway cruising, two-up touring, and even light off-roading. What really sets the V-Strom apart is its all-day usability. It includes standard ABS braking, traction control, and a tall adjustable windscreen. The suspension is made up of telescopic forks at the front and a link-type rear shock, both tuned for comfort over distance. With a curb weight of 502 pounds, it's stable in crosswinds and fully loaded conditions. Its one weak point is maneuverability in tight urban settings or off-road trails. It is not the lightest bike in its class, but when you are chasing horizons on the open highway, few bikes hold up like this one. From comfort to classic simplicity, our next pick is the best-selling two-wheeler of all time. Number 15. Honda Super Cub. Honda designed this machine to be reliable, easy to operate, and unbelievably efficient. Its 124 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine produces 9 horsepower and 8 pound-feet of torque. Those numbers might sound small, but the bike is feather light at just 240 pounds, which means it's agile and easy to control at any speed. The Super Cub features a semi-automatic transmission, drum brakes, and telescopic front forks with twin shocks at the rear. While it lacks the power to travel comfortably on highways, it shines as a commuter and neighborhood workhorse. Its step-through frame makes it accessible for almost any rider, and the seat height is low enough for confidence at stoplights or in traffic. Riders have put hundreds of thousands of miles on these bikes with only routine maintenance, proving just how overbuilt it really is. For daily chores, delivery work, or just simple freedom, there is no match for the Super Cub. It may be small, but now we move to a big beast built for straight-line dominance. Number 14. Suzuki Hayabusa. When it comes to jaw-dropping performance and legendary straight-line speed, few names command as much respect as the Hayabusa. This machine is powered by a 1,340 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine that produces an impressive 187 horsepower and 110 pound-feet of torque. It rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.6 seconds and can push past 186 miles per hour at top speed. That power isn't just for show. The Hayabusa delivers stable, predictable handling even at extreme velocity, thanks to its stretched wheelbase and refined chassis geometry. It's the kind of ride that feels more like flying than rolling. The Hayabusa tips the scales at 564 pounds and comes equipped with dual disc brakes up front, Brembo calipers, and an advanced traction control system. Its suspension includes fully adjustable inverted front forks and a rear monoshock tuned for high-speed stability and cornering feedback. The Hayabusa's frame is strong and rigid, built to handle the massive torque without flex. With a price tag starting at $18,699, it's an investment in high-speed prestige. It rules the highways, no doubt, but if you think that's powerful, wait until you see the next bike on this list. Number 13. Kawasaki ZH2. Under the hood is a 998 cubic centimeter supercharged inline-4 engine that cranks out a thunderous 197 horsepower and 101 pound-feet of torque. That's enough to send this street fighter from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds, with a top speed that climbs well over 180 miles per hour. The ZH2 isn't just fast, it's brutally fast, with the kind of instant torque that pins you to the seat and dares you to hold on. Despite its aggressive aggressive output, it's surprisingly comfortable to ride. It weighs in at 527 pounds and uses a trellis frame for optimal stiffness and weight distribution. Braking is handled by high-spec Brembo calipers, and the suspension setup includes Showa's fully adjustable inverted forks and a horizontal backlink shock absorber. Kawasaki's intelligent traction control and quick shifter come standard, enhancing both performance and safety. The ZH2 starts at $18,999. This one's wild, but the next machine makes even this beast look tame. We're entering the realm of science fiction turned street legal. Number 12, Kawasaki Ninja H2. If there's one motorcycle that redefines what's possible on two wheels, it's the Ninja H2. Powered by a 998 cubic centimeter supercharged inline-4 engine, it produces an astronomical 228 horsepower and 105 pound-feet of torque. From 0 to 60 miles per hour, it takes just 2.6 seconds, and it can reach speeds well beyond 209 miles per hour. It's not just fast, it's engineered insanity. The Ninja H2 features a lightweight trellis frame with a single-sided swing arm and aerodynamic winglets that help generate downforce at high speeds. It tips the scales at 524 pounds, equipped with top-tier Brembo-style brakes and fully adjustable KYB suspension for front and rear. The electronics package is loaded, cornering ABS, traction control, engine brake control, launch control, quick shifter, and a full-color TFT display are all part of the ride. The self-healing paint adds a futuristic touch, repairing minor scratches over time. The Ninja H2 starts at $33,000, placing it firmly in the premium performance category. Let's bring things back down to earth with a cruiser that keeps things simple and timeless. Number 11, Honda Rebel 500. This bike has earned a loyal following by offering timeless design, real-world reliability, and a riding position that welcomes both new and returning riders. At the core of this lightweight cruiser is a 471 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine that produces around 45 horsepower and 32 pound-feet of torque. It's not just a good starter bike, it is a platform that many riders choose to stick with even as their skills advance. The throttle response is smooth, the power delivery is predictable, and the seating position is low and approachable, giving shorter riders more confidence. The Rebel tips the scales at roughly 408 pounds, and its 6-speed transmission is tuned for urban cruising. Suspension comes in the form of a traditional telescopic fork up front and twin shocks in the rear. Braking is handled by a single disc on both ends, backed by optional anti-lock braking for extra peace of mind. One drawback is its limited suspension travel, which can feel harsh when hitting rough patches on less maintained roads. For around $6,500, the Rebel 500 delivers long-term value with bulletproof engineering. And if that felt manageable, this next one can outlive most cars off-road or on. Number 10, Kawasaki KLR 650. First launched decades ago and continuously improved, this dual-sport warrior features a 652 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine producing approximately 40 horsepower and 39 pound-feet of torque, built for everything from cross-country trips to backcountry trails. The KLR's simplicity is its superpower. It weighs in at about 486 pounds with a long-travel suspension system that includes a telescopic front fork and a unitrack rear shock setup, perfect for off-road bumps and ruts. Braking duties are handled by a single disc at the front and rear, and the 5-gallon fuel tank offers unmatched range for extended rides in remote areas. The tall windscreen, wide handlebars, and upright ergonomics help reduce rider fatigue during long-distance travel. The KLR 650 may not have the latest technology, but that's the point. It thrives in conditions where other bikes fail. Priced just above $7,000, it remains one of the most practical motorcycles for riders who crave adventure without headache. Sticking with the off-road theme, here's another cult favorite built to survive the apocalypse. Number 9, Honda XR 650L. Powered by a 644 cubic centimeter air-cooled single-cylinder engine, the XR cranks out roughly 40 horsepower and 47 pound-feet of torque. It is a throwback in the best way possible, offering simplicity, ruggedness, and ease of maintenance for riders who want to wrench on their own machines. Weighing approximately 346 pounds, it is lighter than many adventure competitors. The bike features a strong steel frame, tall seat height, and long travel suspension, with a telescopic fork in the front and a Pro-Link rear shock. Braking comes courtesy of single-disc rotors at both ends. Its ground clearance makes it a beast in uneven terrain, while the lack of electronic distractions gives it a raw and mechanical feel that many purists appreciate. One drawback, Honda has left the XR largely unchanged for decades. No traction control, no rider modes, just old-school reliability in its purest form. With a price tag around $7,000, the XR 650L continues to be one of the last true old-school dual sports on the market. Ready to swap grit for grip? Let's head back to the track. Number 8. Yamaha MT-09. This is a machine that combines raw aggression with Japanese reliability, making it a favorite among thrill-seeking riders who want a bike that punches well above its price point. It is powered by an 890 cubic centimeter inline 3-cylinder engine that delivers 117 horsepower and 84 pound-feet of torque. This torque, rich middleweight, accelerates hard from any gear, providing a thrilling ride experience across urban roads or twisty backcountry routes. Its lightweight frame and aggressive styling make it stand out in any crowd, while its throttle response is razor-sharp thanks to Yamaha's ride-by-wire technology. The bike's upright ergonomics offer a balance between comfort and control, especially for those who love flicking through corners. Braking is handled by dual front disc brakes with radial-mounted calipers and a single rear disc, while the suspension includes an adjustable front fork and rear monoshock. The MT-09 weighs in at around 414 pounds, making it nimble and approachable even for less experienced riders. One drawback of the MT-09 is its stock suspension, which can feel soft under aggressive riding or heavier loads. That said, the bike's versatility and performance per dollar ratio remain hard to beat in this class. Retail pricing starts at approximately $9,899. Think that is fast. The next bike on this list was developed with MotoGP blood running through its veins. Number 7. Yamaha YZF-R1. When it comes to pure track-focused engineering, the YZF-R1 sits at the top of Yamaha's sport bike food chain. This legendary superbike is powered by a 998 cubic centimeter cross-plane inline 4-cylinder engine that cranks out 198 horsepower and 83 pound-feet of torque. With its aerodynamic bodywork, advanced electronic suite, and quick shifter system, the R1 offers unparalleled control at high speeds. The electronics package includes slide control, launch control, traction control, and multiple ride modes, features derived directly from Yamaha's MotoGP development program. Dual front disc brakes with radial calipers, a lightweight aluminum frame, and a fully adjustable suspension setup give the R1 remarkable handling characteristics on both road and track. Tipping the scales at roughly 445 pounds, the bike balances agility and stability under pressure. The major drawback for most riders is the R1's aggressive riding position. Long-distance comfort is sacrificed for track performance, making it less than ideal for daily commuting. However, for adrenaline junkies and speed lovers, the YZF-R1 delivers an experience that few bikes can match. It starts at a retail price of around $18,399. But what if a high-revving beast is not your style? Our next pick is the easiest, most reliable ride you can find, perfect for learning, commuting, or simply enjoying the open road. Still watching at the 15-minute mark? That means you care about getting the right bike, not just the flashiest. Support content that actually digs deep. Subscribe now. Number 6. Kawasaki Ninja 250. If there is one bike that has introduced more riders to motorcycling than any other, it is the Ninja 250. This compact, bulletproof sport bike is known for its ease of use, lightweight, and near-legendary longevity. It is powered by a 249 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine that produces 36 horsepower and 18 pound-feet of torque, numbers that make it forgiving for beginners, but still lively enough to enjoy on curvy roads. The Ninja 250 shines in city riding and beginner training courses due to its low seat height, lightweight frame, and smooth power delivery. The braking setup features a single front and rear disc brake, while the suspension includes a telescopic front fork and a rear monoshock that absorbs road imperfections reasonably well. Weighing only around 375 pounds, the Ninja 250 is among the lightest in its class and easily manageable for new riders. One clear limitation is that seasoned motorcyclists will quickly outgrow its power, especially when transitioning to highway travel or carrying a passenger. Still, as a first bike or a reliable commuter, the Ninja 250 holds its value and reputation. Its price is also one of the most appealing aspects, coming in at approximately $4,999 when new. From a reliable starter to a street-savvy tourer, the next machine steps up the power while staying just as dependable. Number 5. Yamaha FJR 1300. Introduced in 2001, it combines the heart of a sport bike with the comfort of a long-distance tourer. At its core is a 1,298 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine that produces approximately 141 horsepower and 101 pound-feet of torque. This powertrain delivers smooth acceleration and effortless highway cruising, all while retaining bulletproof Japanese reliability. It accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 3 seconds and can comfortably cruise well above legal limits without breaking a sweat. The FJR's build reflects its purpose. It features a shaft drive, dual front disc brakes, adjustable suspension, and integrated hard saddlebags, all designed for endurance, comfort, and minimal maintenance. Weighing in at around 640 pounds, it is certainly not light, but its balance on the move makes it manageable even for riders transitioning from cruisers. At low speeds, though, its heft can become noticeable, especially in tight parking situations. With a starting price around $18,900, the FJR offers a level of sophistication and resilience few bikes in this category can match. Time to leave the tarmac again. This next one was born for desert trails. Number 4. Yamaha Tenere 700. The Tenere 700 has quickly gained cult status among adventure riders who value simplicity, reliability, and long-range capability. Released in 2019, it carries a 689 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine that produces 72 horsepower and 50 pound-feet of torque. That power may not sound overwhelming, but it is perfectly tuned for control and confidence off-road and on gravel routes. Its balance of torque and smooth power delivery makes it a trusted companion on unforgiving terrain. Weighing in at around 450 pounds, the Tenere features a long travel suspension setup, a lightweight tubular frame, and a tall riding stance that gives excellent ground clearance without compromising handling. Dual wave disc brakes and switchable anti-lock braking system ensure safety and control, while its upright ergonomics offer comfort across thousands of miles. Its minimalist design reduces failure points, a big advantage when the nearest mechanic is 100 miles away. The Tenere 700 comes in at roughly $10,800, making it a top-tier value for serious adventure enthusiasts. From rally roughness to absolute balance, our next contender defined what a sport bike should be. Number 3. Honda CBR 1000RR Fireblade. The CBR 1000RR Fireblade is Honda's masterclass in combining raw sport bike performance with unwavering durability. Introduced in the early 1990s and refined through decades of engineering, the latest iteration is powered by a 999 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine that pumps out 214 horsepower and 83 pound-feet of torque. These are numbers that edge into superbike territory, but the Fireblade delivers them with remarkable control and confidence. The chassis is compact and lightweight, paired with fully adjustable suspension and premium braking components, including dual front radial mounted calipers. It weighs in at just under 450 pounds, making it incredibly nimble both on the street and the track. Electronic rider aids include traction control, wheelie control, selectable power modes, and cornering anti-lock braking system. Tools designed to enhance precision, not overwhelm it. For all its excellence, the Fireblade's aggressive riding position can wear on the wrists and back during longer rides. Its current market price is around $25,600, placing it in the premium performance category, but justifiably so for what it offers. 2 more to go, so let's step into pure reliability, no frills needed. Number 2. Suzuki DR 650. This is not a bike built for flash, it is built for forever. At the heart of the DR is a 644 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine, producing around 43 horsepower and a stout 47 pound-feet of torque. That might not sound like much, but in the real world, especially off-road, it delivers consistent, dependable punch exactly when you need it. The engine is air-cooled, simple to service, and widely praised for running strong even after tens of thousands of miles of hard trail riding. The DR650 uses a 5-speed transmission and long-travel suspension that's more than capable of handling rocky climbs and backwoods paths. It tips the scales at around 366 pounds wet, which helps with maneuverability on uneven terrain. The bike features front and rear disc brakes, and its tall ground clearance gives it real-world off-road presence. You will not find advanced rider aids, traction control, or an infotainment screen on the DR. And that is exactly the point. With a base price of $6,999, the DR650 remains one of the most enduring, no-nonsense Japanese motorcycles ever made. If reliability had a dirt face, it would be this. Number 1. Honda Goldwing. Since its debut in 1975, it has evolved into the ultimate road companion. Powering this touring giant is an 1,833 cubic centimeter flat-six engine, pushing out approximately 125 horsepower and around 125 pound-feet of torque. Its torque curve is silky, linear, and relentless, perfect for hauling you and your gear across the continent without breaking a sweat. The Goldwing features a shaft-driven transmission with a 7-speed automatic dual-clutch option or a traditional 6-speed manual. Its electronically controlled suspension adapts to road conditions, offering comfort and confidence in every curve. With a weight of around 833 pounds, this is not a light bike, but its low center of gravity makes it surprisingly balanced. Braking is handled by dual front discs and a single rear disc, with anti-lock braking system included standard. It is not cheap, with a starting price of $24,999, but for what it offers, the Goldwing is unmatched. Integrated navigation, heated seats, premium audio, and a sleek aerodynamic fairing turn it into a rolling luxury apartment. So which bike do you trust the most? Or did we miss a legend? Let us know in the comments, like the video if it helped, and hit subscribe so you always ride with the facts, not the hype.